Hello everybody, my name is Fearless, and today we're going to be looking at the upcoming live updates for November and January for Dead by Daylight. Let me pull it up on screen here. Now, the reason that there's no December is because, everyone at Behavior goes on break for like a couple weeks, so they don't really have anything planned there. But, let me just read off these, because I'm very excited about some of these. October, we already had Mori update, Skull Merchant, Unknown Hillbilly Twins, all the 42 perks that they changed, and that update's okay. I like it. I think it would have been a horrible update if they, had Moris the way they were in the PTB, but they reverted Moris back, so not too upset about it. Okay, now this November, this is all new from here on out. Quality of life and gameplay. Updated news system. Personally, I don't really care about that. It doesn't really matter to me that much. But this, activity HUD improvements. Activity HUD. I'm assuming that's, like when your teammate's doing a generator, you see that they're doing one. I'm assuming that's what it means. They're going to add, more icons for different things. Hopefully they add a healing, a bar, because, when a survivor's recovering, it shows the plus, and it shows a little yellow bar around it. But when someone's being healed, it doesn't show the yellow bar. Why? I don't know. It's the same exact thing, pretty much. Why don't you just show a fucking bar? I don't know. It's stupid. Killer tweaks. See, right here, it says killer updates. That's like a rework, pretty much. Tweaks, though, I feel like Michael Myers should get an entire rework. Maybe it is a rework, and they just, they couldn't put it in a different spot. I don't know. But for killer tweaks, the shape, which is Michael Myers, my main, I really hope they do him right. I guarantee you they're going to change the tombstone piece and the tombstone. A lot of his other add-ons, I think, are okay. Like a bunch of the shard pieces, the mirror shards, mirror fragments, whatever. Those are very stupid, very bad. So maybe those will get a buff, hopefully. Most likely not, though. Behavior doesn't really care. I feel like they're just going to focus on the thing that everyone complains about, which is the tombstone piece and the tombstone, which I don't mind if you're not able to kill people mid-game. I don't really use those add-ons anyways. I have over 200 tombstones because I don't use them. I only used it to get the achievement. Sometimes I do a build of revolving around it, though, just to get free downs, because most people think you're going for the trophy. They hop in a locker so they don't die. You still get the down. So I'm still getting the end result that I want, which is to win the game. But yeah, overall, I feel like that's all they're going to change. I said this on stream earlier today, so I'm going to say it again, because that stream is, I don't think I have the VOD enabled, unfortunately. I don't think so. But here's what I said. I said, so in Tier 3, I might miss something, but in Tier 3, I think he has an increased lunge and increased vault speed. I don't know that there's anything else. There might be that I'm just simply forgetting about, but those are the only two things that I think of. He has, a little bit longer of a lunge. I don't know by how much percentage. I'm assuming by, 15% or something longer lunge. Don't know. Might be 25. He vaults faster by 25%, and I don't know, I don't know anything else that he has. I don't think he does have anything else. What I think they should do is add some stuff. So when he's in Tier 3, he has the longer lunge, faster vault. He should also have reduced stun time, 25% reduced stun, so half of enduring. He should break pallets faster, brutal strength base kit. And after successful or missed attacks, he should recover faster. Because he's Tier 3, he's supposed to be super, super strong, but yet he only has 2 buffs when he's Tier 3. I mean, he can obviously insta-down as well, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the other things that he gets. Tier 3, your insta-down, you're supposed to be super, super strong, but you only have 2 other things that you get, I feel like they should buff a little bit of that. Also increases stalking speed, because even when I'm 10 feet away from someone, it takes forever to stalk them. Unless you have both stalking add-ons, J. Mal's Memorial and the Memorial Flower. But, yeah, other than that, it takes a while. The Dark Lord, I don't really care. He just came out, a month or 2 ago. I don't really care. It's probably just going to be some stupid nerf or buff that's unneeded. His cooldowns do need to be nerfed because they buffed his cooldowns recently, and he's insane. A lot of people aren't using him, thankfully, in my games, but he is insane to go against. Demogorgon. I have no idea what they're going to change with him. I honestly have no idea. Obviously, I feel like it would be a buff, because, like, there's no way they're going to nerf him, right? No way. If they're going to nerf him, it's probably going to be a shred, because with certain add-ons combined with his shred, you can shred and then, like, 2 seconds later shred again. It's very, very diabolical. Now, it says +4 more. Unfortunately, you can't see what those 4 are, but one of them is Plague and one of them is Cenobite, because they revealed that before. Plague, I have a feeling, is going to be a buff, and Pinhead, 100% going to be a nerf. I feel like it maybe there might be some nerfs, some buffs, you know, like a mix of both. But overall, I think it's probably going to be nerfs. Perk updates. 8 perks. Yeah, 8 perks are getting changed, you know, because it says +5. Weave Attunement, that's obviously going to be a nerf. Ace in the Hole, I was not expecting. Right now, what does Ace in the Hole do? It allows you to get add-ons when opening a chest. And it also increases the rarity of the add-ons. That's it, though. And if you escape a trial, you keep the add-ons. Because usually if you escape a trial, like let's say you escape a trial with a syringe, you don't keep that syringe, which is stupid. I feel like if you don't use it, you should get it back base kit. But I think if the med kit is fully empty or whatever you have is fully depleted, like all the charges are depleted, then you shouldn't get the add-ons. But if it's like a fully unused toolbox or med kit, you should keep the add-ons. So Ace in the Hole, I'm assuming, is going to be a buff. I don't know why they would ever nerf it. No one ever runs it unless they're doing an item build. So I don't know. I don't think that's going to be a nerf. Scene Partner, very hard to say if this will be a nerf or a buff. I highly doubt it's going to be a nerf, right? You know, it's not that strong of a perk. It's really just funny. I only use it to be funny. I don't really care about the aura reading. I just like hearing Steve go like, ah, 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 over and over again, you know? And now +5. I do know Pharmacy is getting changed. I don't know the other 4 perks, though. And Pharmacy, I have a feeling, is going to be a buff. No one ever uses it. I'm pretty sure, according to Nightlight, I'm pretty sure Pharmacy is the least used Survivor perk in the game. Because with Strength and Shadows, you know, that's infinitely better. And even if we take that out of the equation entirely, Self-Care takes what? Self-Care by itself is 45 seconds. It's half of a generator. Think about it. First of all, you have to be injured to open the chest. There's only 3 chests in the match, assuming you don't bring a coin offering. So you have to find a chest, which who knows how long that will take you. Let's say you find a chest in 15 seconds. You open the chest 80% faster, which I'm not going to do the math. It takes 10 seconds to open a chest, 80% faster. Let's just say it takes you 5 seconds to open a chest. That's 15 plus 5. That's 20 seconds already. And then it takes you 24 seconds to heal. So just even giving the benefit, like even just assuming that it would take you 15 seconds to find a chest, it still takes you 44 seconds total to heal. Any other healing perk's better than that, even Self-Care. Now, if the killer has Sloppy Butcher, then Pharmacy would be better than Self-Care. Because Sloppy Butcher, it takes 90 seconds, right? It takes almost as much as an entire generator. That's all I know. Yeah, so Pharmacy, 100% going to be buff. If they nerf it, they're fucking insane. Yeah, but those other 4 perks, no idea. No idea what they could be. Now, in January, which is, like, what, 4 months away? 3 months. That's better. Not, you know, not that good, but still. 3 months away. We have the Nightmare, which is Freddy Krueger, if you're unaware. 100% going to be a buff. He is the worst killer in the game by far. I think probably second worst is Michael Myers. Hopefully after these tweaks, Michael Myers is a bit better. And then I feel like the step up would be Trapper. Like he's the 3rd worst probably. I don't know. In my tier list, I don't remember. I think I did put Freddy at the very bottom. I'm not quite sure. I have no idea. But most definitely being a buff. Hopefully they make it to where you can use the puddles, the dream snares, and the dream pallets. Like, you don't have to use an add-on to switch between them. Like, here's what I think they should do. It should be kind of like Vecna. You hold down L1, or if you're on PC, whatever you fucking press. I don't actually know. But let's just Let's say you have a controller. You hold down L1, a wheel comes up or something. It's like Vecna. A wheel comes up. If you go to the left, that's stream snares. If you go to the right, stream pallets. If you go straight up, that's teleporting, so you can teleport. And then I feel like they should add a fourth power, like invisibility. I miss old Freddy. You know what I mean? Like, when you were awake, you couldn't see him. That's how it should be. I mean, you can't see him when you're awake, right? That's how it should be in the game, I feel like. But obviously, you had to drag them in manually. I don't know how they would do it, but I really wish they brought back the old Freddy design, like where he's invisible when you're awake. And based off of what this is, like, Pharmacy's getting changed. Wake Up and Vigil are both getting changed. And then Fire Up and Remember Me are both Freddy perks as well. I feel like Quentin and Freddy might finally get cosmetics. It might just be a complete coincidence, but all this stuff, except for the Deep Wound thing, all of it is a Nightmare on Elm Street related, you know? They're all Freddy. Now, only 2 of Freddy's perks are here. Blood Warden is not there, which good. I don't think Blood Warden should be changed. But Wake Up is getting changed, Quentin perk. Vigil's getting changed, Quentin perk. And then, it doesn't say it, but Pharmacy's also getting changed, which is Quentin's other perk. So I really, really hope they finally get cosmetics. I'm poor, so I won't buy them, most likely. But for those Freddy mains and Quentin mains out there, hopefully you finally get something. Now, I know Quentin did have a beanie, and, he had different clothes in the Rift, but that's the only thing he has. Freddy, on the other hand, has literally nothing except for the bloody Prestige outfits. That's it. Let's go back. Perk tweets. Perk tweaks. Fire Up. Right now, Fire Up, every time a gen's completed, you get 4% for breaking, vaulting, picking up. This is the only perk that increases your pickup speed. I feel like Agitation should also increase your pickup speed. But again, if you stack these two, like if you just stack Agitation with Fire Up, that would be overpowered, so I can get why they wouldn't do that. But even if Agitation increased it by like 10%, like that would be kind of sick, I'm not going to lie. But I really hope this isn't a nerf. That's all I'm saying. I hope it's a buff. I really hope it's a buff. But Survivor's finding a way to complain about everything. So it probably will be a nerf. But yeah, right now it gives you 4% on pretty much everything. Maybe hopefully it's not a nerf. Hopefully they just add stuff. Like, it doesn't increase your hooking speed. Maybe I think it should also increase how fast you hook someone. That could be cool. Other than that, I don't really know what they could do. I really hope it's not a nerf, though. That's all I'm saying. I don't really use Fire Up that much unless I'm doing like a pallet breaking build, but yeah. Remember Me. I believe every time you hit your obsession, that adds 6 seconds to how long the door will take to open. Up to 44 seconds. Like 44 on top of the 20 that already exists. So, a door takes 20 seconds to open. Fire Up increases that by 24 seconds total. Meaning, every time you hit your obsession, you get a token. Each token adds 6 seconds, up to 4 tokens, which is 24 seconds. So it will take 24 seconds total to open the door with all 4 stacks. Sorry, my brain doesn't work that well. You probably know that if you watch my Twitch streams. Anyways, I don't know if this recently got buffed, because it used to be like up to 16 seconds. It would add an additional 16 seconds. Now it adds an additional 24. So my guess is they'll probably tone it down to maybe 20 seconds. So like it will be 5 seconds per token. But I don't know. I really don't know. Because I don't think it needs to be nerfed. I really don't think it does. Barely anyone uses it. You would think they would buff a perk that's never used, but yeah. Wake Up. Wake Up allows you to see the aura of the exit gate switches within 128 meters during the end game. I believe it's 128 meters during the end game. And it allows you to open them 25% faster. In my mind, I feel like this is going to be a buff. They'll probably buff it to 50% and just leave it there. Honestly, I think that's what they're going to do with it, because there's no way they're going to nerf it. It used to be like 15% when it released, I think. Now it's 25. No one ever uses it, but when they do use it, it's actually very good. It only shaves off like what 3 or 4 seconds. I don't know. I'm not good at math, but yeah, Vigil. I love using Vigil with the head-on and the sprint burst build. The sprint burst build is sprint burst, fixated, Vigil, and adrenaline, and the head-on build is head-on, quick and quiet, Vigil, and the fourth Lucky Star. Actually, now the new buffed Lucky Star is crazy with it. Here's what I think they should do with Vigil. I think it should stay at 30%, right? But now Vigil should allow you to recover from exhaustion while running, but it takes 30% longer. So when you're just walking or standing still or whatever, it does what Vigil does now. It takes 30%, it goes down 30% faster. But now when you're running, your exhaustion still goes down, but it takes 30% longer to go down. I think that would be a perfect way to balance it, because a lot of people, like, if Vigil gave you if it went down 30% faster and it allowed you to run, that would be way too much. But if it took 30% longer, but you get what I'm saying, right? I think that would be a pretty good balance for things. So I hope that's what they do with Vigil. If not, they're probably just going to be like, nah, fuck being smart with perks. Let's just bring it down to 20%, call it a day. I feel like that's what they're going to do. And then updates to statuses, Deep Wound. No idea what they're going to do with this. I genuinely have no idea what they could possibly do with this. Really, I have no idea. I think it takes 24 seconds before you bleed out. I'm not 100% sure if that's the actual thing. Don't know if that's how long it actually takes. But I believe it is. It's either 20 or 24, I think. I don't know. Again, I don't know for sure. But I feel like it's going to be a buff for Survivor. That's for sure. Like, maybe when in chase, the Deep Wound mends itself. That could be what it is. So, like, if the killer's tunneling you, they hit your endurance. Now, if you are in chase for, like, let's say, if you're in chase for 15 seconds, the Deep Wound will fully mend itself. That way, you can use Dead Hard still if the killer's tunneling you. That's actually pretty smart. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the video. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see all of you in the next one. And my thoughts, I think I really think this is going to be an overall good... Well, these are two different updates. In November, I think these are overall going to be very good. I hope so, at least. Based off of my, what I think. Like, nerf, shape, buff, Demogorgon, probably a buff. I think these are going to be overall great. And then for January, I have to think all of these are going to be good for the game as well. But yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.